Hi, beautiful people. Anastasia Adam here. I just want to jump on and talk to you about Elite Worksheets. So, as you know, Elite is the foundation of your business, and Elite equates to a 3,000 OV. So, these worksheets help us to estimate what our overall volume will be by the end of the month and what we need to do to reach Elite. So I just want to talk through with you, as it can be a little bit tricky, how to fill out these forms. They are super awesome. They are what I've used all the way along to get me to my ranks. I find that it gives me knowledge on a plan. It makes things a lot easier. I don't feel so stressed and anxious about what if, how. It just puts it all in front of me. So it's a really, really amazing tool. Please make good use of it. So just following my mouse here, find the number of classes you need to hold next month to reach Elite. So always at the first second of the month, I fill out these forms. So I know how many classes I've got booked, but I want to see how many classes I need to have booked to reach Elite. So you want to add up all your LRPs, your loyalty reward program orders, and we want to put the total in this square, in square one. So how do we find our LRPs and what's underneath us? So when we log into our back office, mydoterra.com, you will click and under consultant service, and you'll go to your graphic tree. So on your graphic tree, it will show you everyone that comes up underneath you. Now here it tells you place your mouse, so you literally will be placing your mouse like over the one will be the person, and it will tell you what their LRP volume is for the month. So you can write it down and write them one down at a time, or you can straight put it into your calculator. So we go through and we show everyone's tags and we check everyone's LRP that is set, and we will add them all up. Then you put them here. So say for an example, Amanda has 100 LRP and Rebecca has 200 LRP. We will add both of them up and we'll have a 300 LRP volume coming out for the month. So that way we can see. Now, you might not have anyone on LRP underneath you yet. That's totally fine. And we just put a nil, just put 0. At least we just know what's going on. You might have a 25, you might have already a builder, so you've got it at 150 underneath you. We're just adding them up. Now, whatever that volume is, so for the example of this class, let's say that here is 500. So you've got 500 volume in your LRPs. Okay. That's it. So from the 3,000, so subtract box 1, which is 500, whatever this amount is, from 3,000, and then we're going to add it in here. So 500 from 3,000 is 2,500. With me? So that's the volume. So that's how much we need to hit Elite for the month. So divide box 2 by 500. So how many times does 500 go into 2,500, which is 5? And that's the number of classes required to hit Elite for the month. So we've got 5 classes. So that's it. That's the simple part of Elite, just needing to know how many classes. So I've already got 500 volume underneath. I need an extra 2,500, so I reach the 3,000 of Elite, which equates to 5 more classes. So if you do have builders and sharers underneath you, identify here and write down the names of the people that are having classes in your team. So here you might like to put, say you do have someone who is building underneath you, and her name is, I can't think of a name. So her name's going to be Jane. So there's Jane. So we're going to put number 1. So that's it. We leave that there. At point 3, we schedule the number of classes shown in step 1, box 3, by the 3rd Friday of next month. So we want to put in all the classes that we've got booked anything that's scheduled. And if you at this point want to contact people to see if you can schedule more, you add them in. Here we've got any incentives for builders. So say we want to give an incentive to Jane. So Jane, we want to give her an incentive for her to reach elite, or for her to enroll her first enrollee, or hold her first class, or enroll 5 people. Whatever the incentive is, it's left blank because it's up to you, whatever you want to do. And you can put your incentives there. Now you can put notes down the bottom, but the most important part of this worksheet is this bit up the top here. All right, so that's how you do your elite worksheet. It just gives you a plan. And obviously, as you go up in the rank, when you hit Premier, to get to Premier, the worksheet's a little bit more complex, but this is elite. It's nice and simple. Add up your LRP, add it here, minus it from 3,000, divide that by 500 to see what your classes are. So in this instance, we'll need 5 classes for the month. I like to give myself a little bit extra, as it's an average of 500 points you're going to get per class, and that's how doTERRA worked it out. I have found it's pretty accurate. My last class had over 1,000 PV, but I've also had classes that have been nil, or no one's shown up, or nobody brought anything. So it does even itself out. And that's it. I hope that's given you a little bit of a help to fill out this form. Make sure you give it to your upline. It'll be really handy for them to help you reach these goals, to have this information. And good luck. I wish you all the best luck. See ya.